Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Terry and I am fertilizing today and using rainwater. And I'm going to show you my process. So this is going to be very brief. I generally fertilize with the Glow fertilizer, and I alternate between using Epsom salts and liquid kelp, and also once a month I usually use Super Thrive. No, not Super Thrive, but CalMag, I'm sorry, in which I test the pH before I add the CalMag. I'm showing off some spikes on a Encyclia hybrid that I'm not quite sure of because I lost the tag. That'll be a first time bloom, and that's got 2 spikes. This is one that I just got. I'm not sure if that spike is still active, but it was from Brethren. It's Encyclia brevifolia, which is a species. So I am just showing these while the water is filling up with the bucket. I kind of made the mistake of not hoisting up my rain barrel before it got rain in it, and because it doesn't have the pressure for it to come out. So I am emptying it in from the spigot and dumping it into a smaller bucket and then moving it over and such. So that's my trichocentrum tigrinum that bloomed this summer, as you know, and I'm checking the water. I was showing you my trigonopus, dendrobium, and then there was the other dendrobium, which is delcurii. Now I'm showing you dendrobium, some laturias, after I move this phalaenopsis over into the corner over there. This one here is Dendrobium Andre Millar, which is a cross that has convolutum in it and something else. Atriviolation maybe, I'm not quite sure. I might put the parentage on if I remember. Now this down here is Adora Nishi, which is a bucketless plant, spectabile crossed with Alexandri. Then we have Wonder Nishi, which is another Laturia cross. And over in the corner, last but not least, well, it's not last, but we have the Joyce Kelly, which is Johnsonii crossed with Spectabile. Beautiful. And these do bloom from the old canes. They like water all year round, and I'm turning off the bucket. Water all year round. They want good light for protection from the midday sun, warm temperatures. They don't want it cold. So this is what I was saying. I am carrying the little bucket over to the bigger buckets, adding the water to it, and I've already got some plants over in the other bucket soaking, but I haven't added any nutrients yet, which I am going to do right now. Well, after I start another bucket load, and it's trickling out now. So, and moving on to what I was doing, which I am going to add the nutrients now and show you how I do it. And it's purely by sleight of hand, not using any measurements whatsoever. I couldn't even tell you how much water that I will eventually have in this bucket. So, and I can't tell you how many tablespoons, teaspoons, or whatever of this Epsom salts. I would probably say it's about 2 tablespoons per 4 gallons. Although this does not have 4 gallons yet, so there's probably 2. This is my Spectabile, which I had just repotted, and it fell out of the pot. It's got a couple new growths coming up. It's a mature size, and I'm adding the Epsom salts to that bucket as well, because it will have plants soaking in it. And the other thing that I am adding, as I have stated and which I've shown before, which is general hydroponics Max Grow, and I use this in the summer growth period from Halloween, oh, Valentine's Day to Halloween, and then I switched to bloom at Halloween. So with this, I use it at half strength, weekly, and that's 1 tablespoon per gallon, which is half strength. Full strength would be 2 tablespoons. So, and as I said, this is about 4, so I'm putting in 2 in 4 gallons. So I'm putting 2 in, and I am doing the same for these, and I am using heaping, heaping tablespoons. I put 3 in that one because that's wide, and this one I'll do the same. Okay. And so I'm just kind of mixing it around with the hose, but I'm going to go get the spoon and do it the proper way. You see, I don't wear gloves, I don't measure, except with the little cup that comes in with the mix. Of course, I'm going to use that. But the rest of the stuff is sleight of hand, just by sight. There's the spoon, I'm stirring it around. And I'm going to put more plants in it to soak. So, I am going to pick up this, which is my prized Nemoria Wallicia. Let that soak those like lots and lots and lots of water while they're in growth, and a lessening when they're not. And they like good light with shade. And this is my Enobobon Munificum, which is now Dendrobium, but I like Enobobon, so I will leave it at Enobobon. And that is recovering. I just repotted that, so I'm going to try to give it a little bit of a help. I really probably shouldn't be giving it any nutrients, should be just resting it, but I'm going to. And I'm also going to put this Dendrobium in, which is Dendrobium lasianthera, which has that new growth coming up there. And I'm going to move over my Nemoria to make room for my Dendrobium lasianthera, which is it's a very prized Dendrobium, I should say. So I'm dumping the last bit of this water in there and stirring it up with the spoon, and doing the same with that one. And this bulbophyllum has been sitting in there. This is my LC Jungle Eyes, which has 2 new growths on it. I just recently mounted that, not a couple months ago. And I am going to add to the mix my Sophronitis, Coccinia, throw that in there to give it some fertilizer. And also I'm going to put in there my EPLC Golden Butter Kisses, or Butterfly Kisses, Mendenhall. And it has 3 new growths. One is in sheath, so I'm going to put that in there and let that marinate. And also I'm going to add my Trichocentrum Philippinus, both of them, that and my Smithii, and let them get some feed, gently setting it in and making sure those aerial roots make contact with the water. So I'm going to also put in this that I recently mounted Brassavola hybrid, and it's got some roots coming on it already. if it will, the camera will focus. Maybe you saw them. But I'm just going to set that in there. And also, I am looking for the Stanhopea. There it is. Stanhopea candida. Look at all those new growths. This is the time to water, feed. Stanhopeas, or Stanhopea. And I'm looking for a spot, an unencumbered spot where it doesn't interfere with the other plants. So that looks like that's about it. So I'm gonna secure my fertilizer, put the lid back on, and go take a break. So, folks, that's it. These will soak, as I said, for about 15, and thanks for watching. And enjoy your orchids. Bye.